45 is the highway. 34 is the number of women killed or missing near this stretch of interstate between Houston and Galveston.
When you look at this stretch here, there is not, in my knowledge, another stretch in the country that's had this type of concentrated activity that we've had here.
The Killing Fields, League City. The first of 4 bodies was found here in 1984, the last in 1991. Among those young women, 16-year-old Laura Miller.
I used to go out there all the time.
To the Killing Fields?
To the Killing Fields at midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning. Go to the spot where they found her remains, scream at the top of my lungs, "Come here, you, come and get me."
Tim Miller knows a serial killer took his daughter. He fears more than one is prowling 45.
I think it'd be easy if we knew we had one predator out there, because sooner or later that one would make that mistake and would get caught. Unfortunately, that's not the truth.
Over an 8-year period, the lives of 4 young women ended along Calder Drive. No one doubts they were killed by the same hand. But are those cases related to the murders of more than a dozen women over 3 decades? At least one thing connects all those crimes.
The Gulf Freeway. From 1971 through just last week, it has served as a conduit for murder.
When you look at that span of time, it would certainly appear that it could very well have been more than one person.
As special agent in charge of the Houston FBI, Don Clark formed a task force with 20 law enforcement agencies along I-45. They found striking similarities in murders spanning 3 decades.
Primarily, if not all, white females of a, generally speaking, age range in there. And if you look at the photographs, many of them are very similar looking.
Nearly half the victims were last seen alive at convenience stores, many near the public telephones. But the next call their families received was from police.
A logical investigation would conclude that there are some similarities with those cases.
I feel as though we've got lots of them out there.
It would take the murder of another Laura to reignite the investigation. Laura Smither was found in a drainage pipe in 1997, 2 weeks after the 12-year-old disappeared from her Friendswood neighborhood. That same year, Jessica Kane also disappeared.
What do we do? What's happening to our society? You know, what is happening here?
Frustrated with the search for killers, Tim Miller decided to search instead for their potential victims. He created Equusearch to find people before they are killed.
And I can look up and say, and see Laura smile and say, "You go, Dad. It's okay. I'm okay." And I think she is. And you know what? So am I.